Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come into the J Spot. Placing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay, and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on IntellectualRadio-Podcast.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay.
Ooh.
And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, actress, businesswoman, author, sizzling, sexy, Simply E. Hey E, how you doing?
I'm doing well, boo thing.
Good. You looking like the freaky librarian today. I feel that freaky librarian spirit just all over you. No, my arm is in remission.
I bet it is in remission.
I'm good. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Please go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. You know, as we were talking about a little bit, before we came on air, Chicago is definitely experiencing a very historical moment right now, where two African American women are up for the mayor seat here in Chicago. So best of wishes. My thing would be this: get in office, do what you say you're gonna do. See, don't sit up here. That's the thing that trips me out about politics, and that's why I just try to stay out of it, because I feel like, you make all these, you give me pillow talk. See, you tell me all those sweet things. You whisper all those sweet nothings in my ear to get what you want from me, my vote. Then when you get in office, can't nobody find you. That's the problem that I have with all politicians, not just these two candidates. So what I'm saying is, get out and vote. It's very important. But politicians, all you all that are running, like you calling, you got the office calling and, well, can I count on you to come out and vote? Well, listen, when you get in there, when I call you, can I count on you to come bring some garbage cans? Can I count on you to fix these potholes? Can I count on you to do all this stuff that, you said you were going to do? See, I think that there should be a dating phase before we make a full, 6-year commitment. Let me just see how much you're going to get accomplished within the first year. Let's date. See, they asking for a full-fledged commitment. Okay.
What, you want to give them a tenth of their salary for the first year?
No, I want to give a tenth of their seat. See, let me see what you gonna do. You gotta woo me. See, it's like it's all backwards. We doing a dating, and then it's like now you just get in, and now we commit. We don't even know each other.
No.
See, you still lying to me. You still giving me your representative. But when you get in that seat, that's when you're gonna be the real person. So that's why I feel like we should get to know each other from that phase. So we give you a year, see what you get accomplished in a year, and then we'll revisit and we'll say, you know what?
Nah, we don't want you.
We're gonna take the runner-up. We're gonna go ahead and see what the runner-up is gonna do, and we'll see what. But a whole 6 years. And you ain't gonna do nothing.
I'm not gonna do nothing. Enjoy this seat. And
I know.
Y'all's taxes.
I know. And I'm like, I don't want that.
You don't want that?
No. So, that may be something to consider. But, I'm not all about politics. But I did think that we are in a very interesting place and time right here in history as far as what's going on in Chicago.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Man, definitely want to speak on it, rock out. Okay, I'm done. Please go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. First hot topic. Okay. This is a nasty mess. Toes. What do you feel about somebody sucking on your toes? Are you a toe person? Um,
Yes, they can suck a baby. Listen.
really? Are you a toe
Heck,
person?
yeah, you can suck on my toes. I like that. It feels good to me.
What feels good about it? I mean, slimy.
It's
I
not
just
slimy. Their mouth is nice and hot and warm and wet. They want to put my foot up in their mouth. So hey, put it in their mouth is better off than playing with a winky with my foot. So put it in their mouth. Just put it in my mouth. Well, don't put it in my mouth.
I mean, I'm just like, I just think about all that your feet go through within the
what are they
day.
going through after that? They had some socks. They covered all day long. They protected. They covered.
They in some funky shoes.
They covered. You can wash them. Your hands go through a whole lot worse things. They done touched on people. They done touched dirty things, and now you want to put your hands on your private part.
I mean, you got gangrene and cobwebs and stuff, you know, going on between toes, all kinds of
You
stuff.
can have that going on with your fingers.
No, because you washing those
Fungus
more
in your fingers and
off.
stuff.
Wait, let me take
People
that back.
don't wash their
You
fingers.
should be washing them, you know, often, like every time,
You
especially
should
for
be,
us
but
germaphobes. Like
not everybody do. People go to the bathroom. They don't wash their hands. People have them long claws. They don't wash their hands.
but them the same ones that don't wash their feet. If you don't wash your hands, I just don't think you wash your feet or your hoo-ha area either.
I wash my feet, so suck away.
No,
Suck away.
there is nothing. You on Facebook? Let me know. What do you guys think about this toe sucking? and this
Don't
feet?
suck on the toes if they toes is. She said she freaky. Hush up, Jerry. Don't suck on the toes if they got ugly toes and stuff. You know. And I'm not sucking on your dang feet. No, I don't suck on no pig's feet.
So you want your feet to be sucked on, but you
Yes.
don't suck. You don't suck the
I
feet.
ain't never said I had a foot fetish on sucking toes. I give you a foot massage, but I ain't sucking on nobody's toes. What I look like? No, you ain't putting your toes on the northern hemisphere of none of this. No. Keep your toes down there. I'm one of them people that steal your heat. You know, I got cold feet and I put my feet
I
right
do
next to you and
too.
I steal your body heat or whatever. But I'm not sucking on, no. But you can suck on my toes. I got a lot of things you can suck on.
Right? Yeah, but toes is definitely not one of them. I'm like toes, and
Suck
then
on her toes. She
no,
likes toes.
no. Because then it's like again, you think you're gonna kiss me sucking on toes, and then
You know you washed your feet, right?
I don't care.
You can kiss.
I don't
You
care.
kiss
I
me.
don't want no.
She got a
no,
porn
no.
video and everything. Okay, listen, Jerry.
No. I don't want no toes.
Oh,
no
Michael
anything.
Butler said he sucks on his girl's feet. Yes.
That's good.
He rubs. He said he rubs on. You got to
Rubbing is fine.
Michael
Rubbing is
Battle.
one thing, but to actually, again, you may, and then people talk about, listen, you may as well eat chitlins if you talking about you finna eat on suck on
If you
somebody's
give it
feet.
fellatio, you might as well go ahead and suck on them feet. If you sucking on bottom lips and stuff, and I done seen some of these people teeth and everything, you might as well go ahead and suck on some feet.
See, again, but that's why you can't kiss everybody. You have to definitely examine the gingivitis gum line and all, because if it's pink rib, that means it's infected. Okay, if it got little stuff growing up out the teeth, it's infected. It's something going on, and they need to be referred to a dentist.
Well, I
and I have a really good dentist to refer you to, because it's some of these people. No, but toes is definitely not
suck on
it's-
toes.
no.
Toes, yeah, guys, suck on your woman's feet.
See, what I don't understand is you want them sucked on, but you ain't gonna. Now, why would you not? Why won't you
put a foot in my mouth? That ain't never been a fetish of mine. I'm not putting no foot. That's what men do. Men, they get the
Oh,
foot.
okay. So men are the
Yes,
toe
men
suckers.
sucker.
Okay.
Yes, or if y'all in the same sex couple, then whoever. What? Why? That's what it's 10. Why it's 10? What's up?
Okay, fellas, that was a good question, fellas. So does it matter what size shoe she wear if to determine if you're gonna suck on her feet? If you go, if you're gonna suck on her toes or not?
My toes not that long. You gonna suck
Depending
on
on her shoe size.
I don't have no knots on my toes. You know what? If you got knots and stuff, then don't suck on them things. I don't have no knots on my toes. I may have skinny toes, but I've seen them toes that look like hammer time.
Right? Can you imagine the toes that we saw?
You ignorant person. Where Mario at? We need Mario. Mario got them feet. Oh, Mario, we need you. Listen, you got hammer time toes. You got long, old, crusty Delary's.
They look like knuckles. They not toes. They have knuckles.
Fighting and stuff down up in it. Don't listen.
Big knuckles.
Don't
Help
do
me
that.
out. Let me
out.
out. No, we're not gonna let you out. We're gonna keep you jailed up right there up in the shoe. And then if you can look at the woman's foot, if it look like it's all knotted all up in that shoe.
But see, some of these guys be getting tricked up. And fellas, I'm gonna let you know that was a good point, E. If you look down at her shoe and it's kind of knotted up,
Boomerang,
understand.
Boomerang told you.
Oh, did you see the picture that they have of Jennifer Hudson when she was just at this event? What was that, the Oscars this weekend? Oh man, they have like her feet were really jacked up. Like that should have been a moment where like no, like listen, you need some real friends. See, that's when it's like when people just stop telling you that okay, you bogus for that one. You ain't you couldn't have, I'm not gonna do it. You all, let me tell you, if I ever get to the point where I'm thinking I can't nobody listen, well, my family gonna keep me in order anyway, so I really ain't even worried about it. But it just said that like nobody in her circle said, fam, you bogus for that. Now you ain't you can't rock. No, you know your feet ain't in order. Don't wear no open toe shoes.
I don't play. I may have a skinny toe, but I don't have no hammer time, no knots, none of that stuff. I just have skinny little feet or whatever. That's about it.
Yeah, it was sad. I was just like, I'm hoping
Harry Potter.
Right. I'm hoping that it could have been photoshopped. I don't know if it was photoshopped or
she
not.
got to go to the orthopedic person now and get that. Is it the orthopedic?
Yeah. You know they got all kinds of toe people and the finger people. You know they got everything to make you look good. But that was just like, no, you got to look hers up. It was wrong.
Somebody I know, and if I saw her face, she'll be like, "Those can't be."
That's a woman. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, I thought that was a wrestler.
Y'all see this big old bunion? That's a woman's foot.
No, that's not.
That's that big bunion. That's a woman's foot.
But the whole foot itself, I just thought it was a man's foot.
No, and no, she young too.
See, again, that is why I'm like, I'm going to stay away from the feet area. You can stay away from the feet area. I have decent feet. I don't have the ugliest feet. I have cute feet. I got cute feet. I just don't, I'm just not the
toe stuck on her toes
person. You know, when I'm getting feet done and Ming B, I said, hey, wait, slow down. Cause with all that, what you're doing, don't like all that. Just do the necessary things and we're going to be all right. But toes, not going to happen. You guys, let me know on the feed. Are you for the toes? Are you a toe sucker? Or are you like E? Do you just like your toes to be sucked, but you ain't sucking on no toes? We're going to take a short musical break, you all. And when we return, we're getting into our next hot topic. Okay. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Hey guys,
it has always been easy because it's true. Yeah. I wouldn't have believed if someone would have told me you would come along. To revamp my soul, cause I was knowing love, my heart had grown cold, so cold. You had good energy, exactly what I needed. You walked in my life and placed the joy where was needed. Not a mirage, what I feel for you. But that on God, girl, I'm loving you. Said it's easy to love you, easy to love you. Said it's easy to love you, easy to love you. Oh yeah. Loving you has always been easy cause you're beautiful. Loving you has always been wonderful, more than you'll ever know. We got good chemistry, go together like love said. The passion and care we show one another tops all the rest. The feelings I have for you, I felt me so long. What we share together, baby, the bond is so strong. It's no facade of what I feel for you, love. But that, oh God, I got love for you. IntellectualRadio.com. It's easy to love, easy to love. Said it's easy to love, easy to love. Said Said it's easy, it's easy to love you, easy to love you. Said it's easy, so easy to love you, easy to love you. Loving you has always been easy 'cause you're beautiful. Loving you, yeah, is what I search my life to do. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Hello, Chicago!
You're tuned in. We're on a mission from God to IntellectualRadio.com.
Where you from? Chicago.
No, he did.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay, and sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply author, businesswoman, actress. Hey, E, how you doing?
I'm doing well, and one of my toes sucked.
No. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. E, tell them about the book and how they can pick a copy up.
You can pick up a copy if you cash at me $25. Go cash app Edra Muhammad, EDDRA Muhammad, MUHAMMAD. To cash app $25. I will send you a copy of the book, autographed copy of the book. The book is a collection of 10 letters from 10 various authors. All of us are women, and all of us did not have our biological fathers living in the household with us. So we wrote a letter to our father explaining him how it was with him not living in the household with us. Some of them, a lot of the stories in there are really good tearjerkers and stuff. And these are true life stories. Some people, unfortunately, their father disowned them when they wrote the letter to their father. My father and I had a great relationship. We just had a strange, funny relationship. But my father is deceased. But the book is a really good book. It's called Dear Daddy, A Letter from a Successful Businesswoman. You can pick up the book. Also go on Amazon. You can pick up the book, or you can just cash at me and get an autographed copy of the book. So that is the book.
You guys, please be sure to pick up a copy of the book, and we'll definitely have the link for E's Cash App as well as the Amazon link on our page on the J Spot. Also on Twitter at J Spot. Also on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Our next hot topic that has been trending where? In J-Land, the J Spot. You know, we really don't care about what's going on in the whole wide world. We're just really concerned about what's going on in Jay's world, in J Spot. That's in grown and sexy conversations with Jay. That's where we are.
Yes.
Here's where this next bull junk come from. Okay. What do you all think? Should DNA testing be required before child support is issued?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Because I had to get it done. And that child looked just like his daddy. I had to get it done. Yeah, because just be bogus. You out there thotting around. I did be a little thotting at one point in time. Don't look at me like that. And so, I told him, I was like, shoot, she may not be yours. He was like, what? Well, guess what? It might be the doctor's. I'm just saying everything is real. And he is in his feelings. I'm like, well, you said I couldn't pull a doctor. Guess what I did? So, when I went for child support, he didn't deny our son, but the daughter, he was like, question mark. And I was like, I was hoping it would be the doctors, but damn.
I get stuck. Here it is. I get stuck with you. Like, hey, one time that you need to trick off the payoff, and it don't.
I tell you. So I said, well, but yeah, we did the DNA testing, and 99.9%, and it was his. So I called her today. So I do believe that you should get a DNA test done before child support is issued. Why you shouldn't even be afraid to go ahead and get that DNA test done. Why are you scared? what you been doing? You've been tricking off like me. Just hey, it's okay because you should have tricked off with a good one. If mine would have said negative, I'd have been like, yes. Let me go make a phone call. Come on, boo. We can do this on the low. Run that check real quick. We ain't got to make this known. We ain't got to go to no court. We can just run that check every month. We good to go.
Right.
But
and see, now you on Facebook. What do you all think? Should child DNA testing be required prior to child support being issued? Now, I'm up in the air about that.
Why?
I think that it depends on the situation. First, if the dude know, let me ask this. Fellas, are you ever like 100% sure that that's your kid? Like, do you at any time, do all men have doubt about the paternity of their kids? Like, or do you just like fully know, like, okay, this my kid 100%, like, because I don't want to make a statement and say, all men, there's no men legitimately think that the kids are not theirs. So that's why I say I'm up in the air about it, because here's the thing. If you know that that's your kid, why would you want to get a paternity test? Right. Again, you should trust the person that you with. Like, he said, how do you know? Like, if you know, like, and that's what I'm saying. So is there always a doubt in fellas' minds when she gets pregnant? Is there always a doubt?
Because daddy's maybe, mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's why. Because that's saying right there, put down. Now grandma was a little tramp, this is one book I was reading, and the daddy was tricking off and stuff, and this is back in like the 40s and stuff. Daddy was, holding around, so then mama said, well, hell, I'm gonna hold around too, but she got pregnant, and then all the children, all four of hers looked just like daddy, except that fifth one. That fifth one looked like Mr. Johnny down the street, and nobody said anything about it, because daddy was like, well, he was being a hoe, so he ain't gonna say nothing about it, but he know that this one really right here ain't mine, so that's why.
But he got a whole separate family.
He got a whole separate family across the town, but he know those is all his, though. He know what he was doing.
Right, but again, how does he know that all those kids across town are his?
Well, guess what? He know he was sticking up in there.
Right, so that's my thing. So if you know that you was sticking it up in there, it's like, okay, well, why would you doubt?
That's just there all the time. It's only yours while you in
right,
it.
But if you're there all the time, if you the only one, that you the only one sticking it in there, is it still doubt? I mean, at any point, like, our fellas, like, are you ever just like, okay, if she says she pregnant, you know that y'all together, and you know that you the only one she's been with, do you know that she's the only one, or are you hoping that you're the only one?
Heartbreak said, depend on the female, but that's why you gotta know who you spitting in.
Right, and again, so that's what I'm saying. So it's like, if you know, then if you as a man know where she at and you trust where she at, would you require a DNA test?
I mean, if you know that, even those that be like, nah, I know she with me. I know. My thought that one. you can be a hoe, I can be a hoe. We just both be hoe, and I just got caught up. I didn't even get caught up. I guess, the J spot is time for confession time, right?
Go ahead,
I didn't even get caught up in stuff, technically. I was like, dang, I was on my little side, dude. I was with my little doctor, having a good time. And I was like, nah, I ain't ovulating. So he, did his little thing. And I was like, oh, what if I'm pregnant? So let me go back home to my dude. And then
no.
And so I did, and I was like, no, I ain't ovulated. Oh well. And so
Confession Thursday.
And that's how I got pregnant. But I was like, dang, whose baby is it, right? Because I was like, oh well, it's the doctor's. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping. God dog it, you tell you.
That window conception, I tell you. But again, like I said, I'm up in the air. It's like, if you know that you guys have, a good solid relationship, and you're doing it, because see, it's some dudes, now listen, y'all don't do it because you really believe that there's some doubt. There's some dudes that just do it to skate responsibility. And for those dudes, I just, want like the court to just throw the whole book at them. But then for the chicks that's out there that you sitting up here throwing your mercy and your hoo-ha on the court, and you know that hoo-ha just done had a whole bunch of traffic, and you really don't know who left the package there.
Who is
then I hope the court throw the whole book at you. So I'm really, it just depends on the situation to me in order for me to say, you know what, I'm on board for DNA testing to be required. I mean, if you want to, then yeah. But it's like, again, if you ain't got nothing to hide, listen, I'm like, okay, rock out.
Well, Duran says, if I trust her like that, if I don't trust her like that, why are we having unprotected sex? And that's understandable. If you don't trust her, you're right. I mean, I'm funny. I'd be like, no, you don't. But and I was in a relationship when I did do my little thing. Because, hey, you want to cheat? Bet I can play this game better than you can. I just got caught up.
Because it's just like in the long run, it only hurts the kids. Like if you over there, got to stay focused. They taught about the ADHD in school, but in the long run, it's like if that kid is yours, why would you go through all of that? All that long song and dance about trying.
Some of these children be looking like man, I remember. Oh, girl, I remember this girl just knew. She was saying that this is her, the dude is her son's father, woo. And the mother of the boy was like, that's not my grandson. That is not your child. That's not my grandson. She went to her grave saying this. So years later, how they got the little high school yearbook and they have the baby pictures. Well, baby pictures came out. And she was thotting around with a couple of guys, whatever, basically, before she got pregnant with her baby. So she had a couple of guys she was screwing around with unprotectedly, and her guy. And so when that baby picture came out of this boy, it wasn't her guy who she said that it was the son of her father. I mean, the father of her son. It was one of the dudes she was thotting aroround with. So this whole time,
I don't think that like looks I really don't go. I don't think you can go by looks. I just, I don't know. I guess just got to go back to that trust factor. Like Duran was saying, it's like, if you don't trust the person to be on the up and up, then why are you trusting to have sex with them, especially unprotected sex? But again, it's just a flip side. I mean, some chicks are no good. Some dudes are no good. And I mean, I like to think in a perfect world, the no good dude and the no good chick would get together.
No.
And then they would leave, they wouldn't mess the rest of the people up.
No.
But unfortunately, it really doesn't work like that. You always get...
I've been redeemed. So no.
No, y'all both was y'all was the perfect combination that I'm talking about. Y'all mess each other up and leave the rest of the good folks alone that want to have belief, that believe in monogamy, believe in trust, and believe that if she came to you and said, you know what, I'm pregnant, you would believe it. You will not question.
They believe it. They gonna run. You pregnant,
right? Right, and that's the thing that just makes guys, fellas.
Why is that?
All those two words.
I'm pregnant.
Does that make you run for the hill?
You knew we were screwing without a condom. You knew I wasn't on no pill. You knew you was skeeting. You knew the pull out method. I got a friend who got 7 children. The pull out method didn't work. Okay, he was like, my pull out game tight. No, it's not, because you got 7 of them.
Man, you missed, fam.
You missed
7 times.
7 of them. Thank God he a great provider and stuff to his children and his wife, but dude, pull-out game is weak. So don't do that. Y'all know y'all done pop people off and everything.
And requesting DNA testing because she got pregnant and you were not ready, quote unquote, to be a father, that is no reason to go testing paternity or questioning paternity because you were not ready. So now, therefore, you want to question paternity. If you're not ready, again, I always say 2 ways to get, not get kids: celibacy and in your hand. Wash them away. Those are the only 2 ways that I know of that you're not going to get pregnant.
Talk about hands, huh?
Right. You see them?
How was your hand this weekend?
As you guys can see, I'm better today.
I bet.
Really? So, like, that's not, and I don't think that that's cool, to question the paternity because, now you like, man, I wasn't ready for no kids. Well, don't do what you got to do
now you
to
knew you
get
was up
no
in there
kids.
cheating. You was diving in and having a good old time, and now you having an issue. Duran said he gonna be like Jesse Owens up in this piece. Heartbreak Rebel said they be running fast as hell on Mari when the dudes say they ain't the daddy. That is true.
Right. And it's like in
Hey,
that
Nicole.
situation, be humble. Don't come up in there acting crazy. You know.
When I saw her when my child came out and I saw her foot, I was like, golly, I already know who it is. Dang, I ain't gonna get no big check. I already know who baby this is. I was like, golly, man.
Like, the good dude, his soul just wasn't strong enough. Dang, didn't make it to the finish line. But again, like I say, if you're doing that to mess with the woman's mind, or you trying to, because some dudes do it as well to mess with her self-esteem. Oh, what you think really? So you gonna really pull this, this DNA test, or the kid ain't mine. The kid, good and doggone well she ain't been nowhere, but because you ain't no good and you ain't got your stuff together, and you not on the up and up. Now you want to question paternity, and again, at the long run, if you don't have two mature individuals and that get back to the kid, then it could play a role on affecting their self-esteem. So just be wise where you deposit. Just be careful what bank you bank with, because
National.
right, don't leave your deposits everywhere. You can't be too trusting. Okay, well, I'm feeling a little weak, let me go ahead on and leave a load here, leave a load. No.
And it's sperm and pre-cum. It's semen. It's sperm thing and pre-cum, and that's what people don't realize. It's some sperm up in
this
there.
in this age bracket. If you don't know this, please get off this feed and go pick up you a sexual ed book or something, because this is you. How did you go? Them probably the ones that got a whole bunch of kids that been saying, "Oh, I ain't think that was my kid. I pulled out." The thing is, you went in. That's the first and foremost.
Michael.
If you went in, there's a possibility. It doesn't matter how long you was there. If you went in
and had a good old time,
you have just increased your chance of being that baby's pappy. So if you not like ready to be a dad or a mom, listen, take the necessary precautions. And again, there's only one way to not be pregnant or get somebody pregnant. For sure way. Don't you do it. Be celibate. That's the only way. That's the only sure. I swear for Lord, unless it's something I done missed something that ain't told me over the years. That's the only sure way. So it's just like, to question paternity, I think that it's a case by case scenario when it comes to child support. But the thing is, if you are questioning, because I've watched a whole bunch of this court TV stuff, so you guys, I'm really educated today. Right, see what I'm saying? And I'm deep. So if you are questioning paternity, here's the thing. If you know that there is a possibility, first of all, be there, go through the process. If you one of the contenders, go through the process, see it through the end, and then take the necessary precautions and take the necessary steps. Get the DNA test. If it ain't yours, then make a decision on what you want to do from that point. But I wouldn't suggest missing, those monumental moments, because if it is yours, you can't get it back. What do you think?
Oh guys, if it's yours, well, I feel bad for the men who they think that it's theirs. They take the DNA test or whatever, but you don't know when the court date is going to be and stuff, because sometimes it does take a minute. But you spend all your time with this child, and then it turned out that the child is not yours, and that's kind of a heartbreaking thing.
And that's the flip, and that's definitely the unfortunate part, because it's just like, but on the flip side of that is, what if it is yours and you've missed all that time?
You can watch it on Facebook. That way you got it on now. Michael Shabazz. Hey, Michael Shabazz. He says he deposited in Chase Bank and wants her to chase him. You know what? Just so
right. So just, that paternity issue is just like, definitely just kind of be mindful with that, because at the end of the day, we're creating these kids, and it's like, if the kids are not created out of the right circumstances, here we are. This is what you have. All this violence because the hateful, they daddy don't want them. They mama don't know who the daddy is. They hate each other. So much dysfunction and discord going on in these little people. You looking at a little kid, he 2 years old, eating flaming hots and cussing. What you so mad for?
Cause he eating them flaming hot.
Right. Plus, mama done told her, mama mad at the daddy. You look just like your daddy. He ain't no good. Listen, these kids, they hear all that. So stop depositing all that crap into them, because if you talking about the daddy saying he ain't crap, well, then guess what? You ain't crap either, because you laid down with him.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, here's the thing. Is she a thought and all this? Well, listen, honey, you are one too, because you done entered that thought valley. So it's just like, whatever name you choose to call one another, it definitely applies to you as well, because you guys have coupled together. So it's like, it was good when it was good. So, let it be that. Try to just focus on that and try to just move forward for the kids. But at the end of the day, it's not about you. It's about them little people. So do what you feel is best for that kid. Whether you like her or you like him, if it's a kid involved, try to put all that crap away and do what's best for the kid. And ladies, I gotta say, I'm gonna make a plea to you. Please stop keeping these dudes away from their kids. Please stop keeping these dudes away. Oh, he more than $50,000 up behind in child support.
Sure
You know what? If he want to be there, please let him be there. I mean, listen, karma gonna take care of all of what he dealing with that child support and all that other bull junkie. But don't deny the kid from having a relationship with his father. If he has moved on in a new relationship, don't have my baby around that B. You better not take my baby around that B. Hey, fall back, okay? Fall back. Because if this woman is with this dude and they together and she's not causing any harm to your kid and there is no danger, you just don't like her because she with him, fall back with all that. Kill all that, because it ain't even about you anymore. Because chances are you could have been the other woman too. You probably took him from his first baby mama. Now you mad because you the baby mama now. You see what I'm saying? Now you done got caught. You done chased him. Now you got him. Now you thinking that he not gonna listen.
He gonna do exactly what he
did to you. So it's like, at the end of the day, some things you just gotta chalk it up to a lesson and keep it moving. It's for the kids. Listen, well, you don't bring her over here. Stop making it hard for him to come get his kids because you mad. It's not cool. And it ain't cute, and it's not helping your kid. It ain't helping the kid whatsoever.
Tanya Crenshaw said, preach.
Yeah, it's just not. It's the craziest thing ever. Like, because you mad because he moving on. If you know that this one, and then you could be jealous of her, not because she with him, because she doing better than you. Listen, okay? If he ain't much, she'll figure it out. She don't need you telling him. She don't need you telling her. She gonna figure out he ain't much by the way that he treating you and his kids. She gonna figure it out. Some of them do. But then, for those, there are those that will stick with a dude just to have a dude, and he don't take care of his kids. Listen, shame on you as a woman if you with a dude that don't take care of his kids, and you know
he a deadbeat. You
enabling him. You enabling him, and you
taking care of him and stuff. You don't want him to work, because if he worked, then he gonna have to get child support taken out of his check. So you just rather have him just sit there and just be at home daddy, a lazy daddy or whatever. I'm like, how do you sleep? My stuff can't even get wet for you. I'm just like, that just is so
How do you skate? How do you run from your responsibility? And it's just like that. To me, that's an integrity thing. That's not, it's like this dude don't have any integrity. If you know that that's your kid, and the woman that you with, she ain't got no integrity either. Because that, to me, what that says is, if you can do that to your kid, your blood, that says to me that if something was to happen to me, that you could easily put me away without a second thought.
Tanya, I can't say what you just said, but Tanya says, yes, he ain't sugar honey iced tea. I can say that much. Homer Lion said, what's the question? The question is, what is the question?
The question is, we're talking about the hot topic right now. Should should DNA testing be required for child support before child support is issued? So that's what we are wrapping up right now. But again, you guys, if you know that these kids are yours, we got to do what's best for the kids. Listen, don't make kids out of wedlock. If you ain't ready to have no kids, just walk on by.
Walk on
Just look at the South Virginia, blow it a kiss, and keep it moving. You just blow it a kiss and just like, ooh, the things I could do to that right there. But you know what? I'm gonna go head on. I'm just gonna go head on. I'm gonna go head on because I'm not trying to, end up in legal litigation where somebody's got their hands all in my pockets. If we're not married, because if you're not married, you're gonna get child support. That 9 times out of 10, if you have kids out of wedlock, unless you are two civil minded people on the same accord. And I don't know, like some of that civilness goes out the door though. So I don't know like how long that could last. I really don't know. But yeah, again, just watch who you laying down with and just, talk about it too. Because a lot of people don't talk about it beforehand. What would you do if I got pregnant?
Oh God.
What would you do?
That's the scariest thing, because I think, and I'm only can speak from a woman's side. So sorry, fellas. When a woman asks a guy that question, the first thing they think is that we want to have your baby. No, we don't want to have your baby. We're just asking you what would you do if I get pregnant? We're not using any protection. You know this. I'm not on any type of birth controls. You ain't snipped. So what would you do if I got pregnant? Would you run? And then most guys are gonna lie and say, I'm gonna stay right here, baby. Because I love you. And you got Papa pregnant. Talking about some, well, I just want to let you know. Well, he gonna see him sprint like Jesse Owens, like I said earlier. He gonna be doing hurdles and stuff. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that was just not. Listen, I'm good on.
Devon he wrote me a paragraph. He said, it should be, you have too many examples of women who hit guys with child support, and years later they find out that the child isn't the father's and he doesn't co-op any of the money. He doesn't
he can't recoup any of the money.
I can't spell.
And that's true. So again, like if that's the case, like if you have any doubt, get it done like immediately. But let it be because you sincerely have doubt, not because you're trying to skirt around your responsibility. And it's just like, just thinking about the question, there really is never a for sure way to know.
But that's why
you just gotta trust the person, and you gotta be married. And I don't even think in marriage
now, you ain't even got to go into court. You can swab that let me watch a little Tommy real quick, swab his mouth and send that bad boy up in there.
Yeah, don't forget to send your check
3-4 weeks, pay that little $350 or whatever. 3-4 weeks you gonna have. Listen, you are not that baby daddy. Then you be like, you know what, LaTanya, come on, let's talk about this. That ain't mine. This isn't it. No, because I had sent it in. How you go? Because you knew you was tramping around too. You remember when I was out of town, you was tramping out because I was tramping.
Yep.
That's not my baby. I'm gone. Because that way, at least if you leave by the time he's still a little baby, he ain't missing you. You ain't missing him. It is what it is.
And again, it's like at this point, why can't we be honest and say,
I'm a tramp.
Go ahead.
I'm a tramp. I don't know no better.
Which we have a caller on the phone. Okay, let's see. We got this.
Press that button.
Oh, because I almost hung him up.
Hello, caller. This is Jay Spot. Who's calling?
This is Corey E. Bailey, comedian extraordinaire.
Hi, Corey E. Bailey. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. And how are you ladies doing?
We are doing excellent.
Corey, can I have your baby?
So listen about that, because I was listening to you. I am at an age right now where I just want to practice. I don't want no more kids.
Can we practice together, Corey?
So what would happen?
Actually, I want my wife. I want to practice with my wife. Thank you very much.
We can get married tomorrow.
So what would happen if your wife got pregnant, Corey?
No, you're not listening. I don't want no more kids.
What would happen if your wife got pregnant?
No. Apparently, you're not listening. Let me explain. You guys just elaborated on how a couple can get together and mess around, and you guys, would you leave me if I got pregnant? See, it's all about asking the right questions at the right time. And if I tell you up front, I don't want any more kids,
Don't be like that.
then we will sit down and figure out what's about to happen. I'm gonna get snipped, or you gonna get snipped. I'm gonna take a plan B because I'm on the patch. I'm 45 years. Listen, I just ended a relationship that almost started because number one, the young lady was younger than I am, and she was like, "I want kids," and I was like, "I don't." So look, what we're not gonna do is waste each other's time.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna do it.
Corey, I got
Absolutely.
you. I'm already snipped, Corey.
Guess what? You got some other stuff you need to deal with and go through. So how about you go ahead and get your counseling papers? And anyway, let's question some no one.
Right, absolutely. Let's question on the one where comedian Corey E. Bailey.
We're gonna keep it simple. Let's question how for the past 6 months my mailbox has been full. My phone, I don't even know how they got my phone number. My phone has been hit by politicians telling me to vote, asking me to vote for them. This is the only mayoral candidate situation where we have more mayoral candidates than we actually have people voting. I went and voted. I wrote my damn name down. I said Corey Bailey wrote vote for mayor. I said what's funny is if I get more than one vote, I'm like, who else voted for me? So I want to question is.
See, that means you got it going on.
I want to question why don't we hold these people accountable to these campaign promises?
Absolutely.
We just,
And we just yes.
I want to see the potholes fixed. I want to see the street lights repaired. Don't just tell me what you're going to do and then you get... Matter of fact, let's question, you know what? We about to get real ignorant. How about we get a redo? Like we vote for you and if nothing happen, we redo it.
Yes, I agree. I totally agree. Totally agree.
How long would you...
To be honest with you, I'm very specific. I would let them bury themselves. I would say, which one of your campaign promises are you going to operate on first? And then, in my wisdom, I would find out what a real timeline would be for that project. And you have to that timeline to complete it. And unless you got some really good reasons on why it may not be completed, next. And we're going to go down the line. Who was the second runner-up?
Yep.
Your turn.
Yes.
Your next.
Right, because they asked for too much. Like, we should get to date each other for at least like a year and let's see if we like each other before going in. You're asking me to make a 6-year commitment to you and you haven't done even one thing that all you've given were promises.
As a matter of fact, Jay, you have just given me an idea. And this is exactly what we talk about in relationships. How about you court me before I vote for you?
Yes.
Because like I said, it may not be you, boo.
Right. I may want to keep my options open.
You know, let's go on what's a community politicianal date.
Yes.
Fix my alley.
Give me some garbage can.
You just want to date me to fix your alley.
No. See, Ezra, this is exactly why you ain't married. Because you have to understand the courtship process.
I guess I ain't gonna say nothing. But that definitely is a very, very good point, Corey. Are there any other questions that we need to have regarding this process?
Well, we can. You know what? Because I don't really like politics, so we're not going to deal in the way of politics anymore.
Yes.
But because what we do, we talk about relationships, we talk about sex, we talk about. I want to question. Here he is, and I'm gonna say this, and this is going to be a good topic for y'all. How would you ladies handle if a man really told y'all what his intentions were?
I would appreciate that. I want to know that. Like, I would appreciate that. So that lets me know if I want to deal with it. Like, can I proceed with this? Like, I really appreciate honesty. Even if it's something that I don't want to hear and I don't like it,
At least I
appreciate it, and I can respect that, and I feel comfortable in situations like that because you don't get that all the time. So when somebody is telling you the raw, real, I'm gonna get attitude, my eyes gonna roll. I'm be like, you know what?
I can respect that you just want to hit it, but I'm gonna call this a day because I don't want to just hit it. I want a relationship. I want to get married or whatever. Why can't y'all handle? If a woman says, I want to get married, I had one dude just go off, was like, why do you just want to get married? Because I want to get married. Right. I don't want to get married tomorrow,
and it may not be you that I want to marry. Exactly. The goal is I'm looking to get married.
My goal is to get married. So why are you going? Well, I've been married before. I've been married before too. You just had a bad marriage. That's between you and your ex, whatever.
Right.
But it is what it is. My marriage was not the best of marriages, but that don't deter me from going for the next marriage, whatever, But he just went off on the deep end, like he was in his feelings deep about marriage. He hated marriage. And I'm like, what, baby?
Allow me to interject. First and foremost, and I pray that whoever is listening right now, that this touches them in a way that cannot be touched by anybody else. But a lot of the problems that we have is what I call the introduction time.
Mm-hmm.
You need to learn as much as you can about a person, even to understand the questions and the answers. For the young man that you said something about being married to, and he went off the deep end, there needed to be more questions to him to find out what is really your problem with marriage. Because a lot of times we don't learn enough about a person. We just want to know enough about what we can get from them at that moment. And when we start being real adults about this thing and start saying, listen, like I need to know, number one, let me know your favorite color. Let me know what your favorite flower is. But I also want to know, do you have homosexuality running through your family and molestation?
Yeah. And these are real questions, Corey, that people don't answer, that they don't talk about, because it's like we're not really talking. We're not really talking to each other. We're talking at each other, and we're just having fluffy conversations.
Yeah.
Now, Jay, I'm gonna say this, and now Ed, listen. We talking real good right now. I'm going to go as far as to say, at some point, I need to see you without your makeup on.
Absolutely.
I need to see you without your hair done. I need to see you without your lashes. I need to see you without the tight jeans and the heels. I need to see who you really are.
You know what? I need you to see me in the bathroom. I need you to be comfortable with me in the bathroom, and you can come in and we have a conversation while I'm in the bathroom or while you without your makeup. Make up your mind.
On. You have seen all these jelly rolls and stuff. You want the heels off.
Your jelly rolls, though, I don't mind the jelly rolls, obviously, if I'm there. But there are just certain things that you guys can do that needs to be respected, and you do.
It's gonna be respected. We gonna do.
Okay, well, I'm gonna come in the bathroom with you then. I'm just gonna come in the bathroom with you.
I like it though, because I don't want no problem.
Don't be like that.
I'm gonna be like that. This is like the people that eat chitlins. They love to eat chitlins, but they don't want to watch you prepare the chitlins. Right. That's what this is.
Well, thank you so much, Corey. Do you have anything coming up, and let everybody know how they can get in contact with you?
Well, if you want to get in contact with me, please do me a favor and go to CoreyEBailey.com. Go to Corey E. Bailey on Facebook or Corey E. Bailey on Instagram. I am for hire. I don't necessarily have to be at the large functions. I will come to your house and make you laugh. I've done parties. Okay. I will come to your mama's house, but be careful because she may like me. And in reference to anything coming up right now, I got a job interview in Schaumburg on Monday. Let's all be prayerful.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
You for hire, so I can hire you, Corey.
Yes, ma'am. You can hire me.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Corey. We will definitely have comedian Corey E. Bailey's information posted on our page. And this has been Questioning the Norm with comedian Corey E. Bailey. Thank you, Corey. You guys, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we're going to get into our last hot topic. And we're going to recap. And then we're talking about our topic for tonight. Unhealthy relationships. You're listening to The J Spot.
This ain't a regular love, babe. It's that waking out your sleep, me massaging your feet, yeah. It's that anything you want, I'm only here to please you, baby. interest in us until I met you. And I don't know if it's real or is it just a phase I go through, but I feel that it's true. We don't need no labels, baby. What we got is something different. We don't need no labels, baby. Lady, we don't need no labels to show that what we have is something special. For sure, for sure. I don't feel it's a one night stand. It's that look you in your eyes, make love in paradise. A one night stand. It's that sweep you off your feet, give you everything you need. That's what I'm feeling. It's that don't pick up the phone, cause we wanna be alone. And I never thought I'd feel this way, then you came along and proved me wrong. Oh, no, I never had an interest until I met you. And I don't know if it's real, or is it just a phase I go through, but I feel that it's true. Labels, babe. What we got is something different. We don't need no labels, babe. Lady, we don't need no labels to show something special. For sure. Since you came in my life, I see so clearer now, yeah. You're so special, no need for labels.
Welcome back to the J Spot at a time on Intellectual right now, iHeart Station. I'm your host, Jay, and sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply E, author, businesswoman, actress. Hey E, how you doing?
I'm well, and you?
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. That's it. You guys, please do me a favor. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Last hot topic for tonight, you guys. We have been talking about pregnancies and babies and going in the bathroom while you're in a relationship, while you doing number 4 on the toilet, and they, those are some real relationships. Like, I can tell you what's on my mind. If you can come in the bathroom with me and I come in the bathroom with you, I'm fully exposed. Like, we gonna last. We ain't going nowhere. Like,
I can talk on the phone on the toilet with my guy or whatever, it doesn't bother me if my guy takes the phone with him, with him to the toilet and talks to me on the phone with him, whatever. Then I'm fine. Okay, we cool. Don't act like you on boo boo. Everybody boo boo.
Right.
If you stopped all up, then I really can't be with you because you backed all up. You're gonna be stinking when you go to bed and stuff. You're gonna sleep and you're gonna fart and it's gonna stink.
And plus, you're just not gonna be honest with me. Like, I feel like you deceitful. If you holding the fact that you gotta go, that's you hiding something. If you can't go and do something that's normal that everybody does, I'm gonna have to look at you side eye. Just carry your own little space and your mentionables. If you ain't quite, at that detox level where you can go in there and come out real quick and you slide and fix everything up, carry you some spray and knock it out.
Nicole Watson uses the water routine. She said, I sit on the toilet for a long time and I have the water running for a long time.
I do too, because you know what? I don't like people hearing me pee. So I don't like people, because sometimes it's like I read a whole gallon of water and it's just like the pee. Like, dang, she's still.
I don't like if I was at work and stuff, and like when I used to have this one, I have my office, and then like our bathroom in our office, right? So the room is about this big. Our office was, and there's a bathroom right there. So there's 5 of us in the office, and I gotta use the bathroom. And you turn the light on. Sometimes the fan works, sometimes the fan don't work. And I will always catch it when the fan wouldn't work. And now I gotta use it. And now you're gonna sit there and hear it because it's the echo. So you're gonna hear the pee and echo and stuff. So I turn the water on or whatever. Because I don't want to hear nobody hearing me pee and stuff. I'm good.
Right. Oh, kids, and listen, I'm the worst at these public bathrooms because I just be judged. I feel like I can dissect what's wrong with people. I'm like, you walk in and I'm like, ooh, she need to drink some water, honey. What are you? What? Like, baby, your TT should not smell like car battery acid. It should not.
You need to drink a lot of water.
It should not smell like car battery. Listen, you should not be smelling like a carburetor, leaving up out the. I'm just saying, I'm gonna get on up off of that. But just listen. We at this age, and sometimes I be like, dang, and I'm single, and she's not.
Man, it always be those. They be having a man. I be like, wait a minute, how can you get a man? And I got one, but I ain't got one. But you got how that work? But I know women who got bad breath and got men.
I'm like, you between me and thee ain't taken care of. Where's he landing?
That's an aphrodisiac. I'm telling you, bad breath, funky monkeys is an aphrodisiac.
But it's a difference between funky monkey and then the monkey smelling like the zoo.
It's an aphrodisiac. Men, come on, y'all, men down there in Facebook land. Tell
right,
because
I'm just like,
it's funky monkey aphrodisiac. When you stick your fingers up in that funky monkey and you take a sniff, does it just get your little hairs to curl in your manhood to stand straight up on end? I know the truth because clearly it must because she got a man. She got a man.
Yeah.
She got bumps down on her monkey and stuff. You just love it. You just fling her little finger with the little bumps. I saw the porno. This one chick had a bump right there. I was like, how's she doing it? And it's a bump clearly on her monkey. It was a big bump on her monkey.
Oh, that's because there was too much friction.
She was getting it in though. She was getting it in. I was like, dude was just hitting, and I'm just like, wow.
That was just because I don't know. It's too many people. I mean, too many visitors. I don't know.
When you gonna hit it?
But you guys, so just please, it's just like, listen, fix your mentionables, and we're gonna keep it moving. But our last hot topic: you're married, and your husband cheats. The other woman gets pregnant, but she dies during childbirth. Are you okay with taking care of that baby? Would you take care of that? Could you take care of that baby?
What? What?
Could you take care of the baby? So your husband had an affair. The woman dies during childbirth. Can you take care of that child? Can you raise that child as your own?
What's that movie? That boxing movie?
I don't know.
What's that movie with Rocky? The one after Rocky?
Creed.
That's what happened. He was the other baby mama child, and then his mama died, and then the lady was like, Felicia was like, I don't want to leave this child up in this foster care. Come on, baby, come on home. I'm gonna be your mama now. So I guess I could take care of the little child. If his mama dead, I just lie and say I'm your mammy. I is your mammy. I might got some breast milk left.
But I mean, I don't. Yeah,
I'll be like that.
You know what? Yeah, I don't know. That was because I would say this: if you cannot love that child unconditionally and not treat that child wrong and not see that woman or not see the affair, if you are not in position to do that, I wouldn't advise it. I definitely
could. It doesn't even, you know what? It wouldn't even bother me one bit. I could take that child and love that child just the same, especially if it's the lady done died in childbirth and everything, and you've been thotting around with my husband or whatever. Well, karma's a bitch. This is what you get. You done died now. So that's how I look at the money gonna stay in my household now. Dude, you paying? I'm watching this baby. Oh, you paying for this one? We both getting on a vacation. And I'm gonna get a baby some breast milk. I'm gonna take some breast milk tea. I'm gonna give him some breast milk, act like it's gonna be my child. What? I'm gonna pump it on out. Here you go, sweetheart. Breast milk is better than that cow milk.
All right, hand that rocks the cradle.
Sure am. If he's sucking on some breast milk, I might as well get the baby some breast milk. He really need it, you know. Yup. And I'm saying,
Wait, Tanya Crenshaw, she's saying, my son in college, I can't do it. Deron, he's saying, where in the Maury Povich did you get this? I mean, at this point, like, I'm just trying to see. I think it would just depend on how I'm feeling emotionally at that time. I just got to see where I am. I don't think that I can answer that question.
No, you got to answer the question.
Right, because it's like,
Jay, listen,
depending on
your husband, he been out there fighting.
So if I've known about it,
he done got Magilla Gorilla pregnant. Now Magilla Gorilla is about to deliver and pop dead during delivery.
I'm not that deep. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm not that deep. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I wouldn't prevent him from, having a relationship with
the baby got to come home. He the only one that's left.
Well, I'm gonna have to just, I don't know, I'm gonna have to just take a vacation or something. I'm gonna have to get my, that's some bull junkie right
always
there.
Cheat on you with the ugly one. Remember that.
And then they get pregnant.
And the ugly one get pregnant.
you sitting up there now, the baby looking like the Cookie Monster, and you all cute and stuff, and they like, oh, your baby, and they can't say that the baby. Honey, I love him anyhow. I just love it. I love it anyway. I love it anyway.
Said she'll take care of it. Deron said he over here on some single white black females ish. I'm gonna pump out. Pour some of your coffee. Pour some of his bottle. Here you go. Double the head. Listen, these is double funds. Look at that.
Mine is just, mine is done. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I don't wish to have any more, hopefully they squirting out dust.
The baby gonna need some milk.
I don't know what to tell it.
The baby gonna listen. I got you some mother's.
We gonna get the bottle and we gonna test it on if they still test the milk.
Need some milk.
I ain't got no milk for the baby. I don't have any eggs. I don't have any.
You got milk?
I don't have any milk.
You can get some tea.
I don't have no milk.
They got tea that make because you had a child before, so therefore you can produce some milk. They have tea for that.
Yeah, and I'm done. That's been years ago.
But your husband then popped out a baby from a Magilla Gorilla, so you got to feed it now. That's just real. Why you making that?
No, listen.
That's just real.
You all keep me lifted because I am not. I'm just not there. Like I just don't. I would need some time to get it together because I don't believe
you ain't got time to baby hungry.
That's his baby. That's his baby. I'm gonna need
baby, daddy's baby.
And the mama is laying that has been gutted like a fish. So that's that mama's baby, and that's this papa's baby. So I'm gonna probably have to just take me a time out. Let me, go get myself together and let me see how I'm gonna be able to deal with this. Because the last thing I'm like, I don't believe in mistreating no kids. Not that I would mistreat you. Mama, what? Don't. Mama,
yeah,
see, you got to be prepared to deal with all of that stuff. It's like, what you want the kid to call you, or you can't sit up there and have any resentment in your heart towards the kid.
The kid ain't did nothing. I be mad at my man.
Is this something gone over here?
That ugly little monkey baby home because you just couldn't get your rocks off with me. You gonna go cheat with Magilla Gorilla and stuff, and then look at you. Now look at
you.
Get a baby a banana.
Now you old and you got a 2-year-old, and now your baby looking old because.
Oh, I see it. Oh, that's the ugliest thing. Y'all ever seen an ugly old ass baby? That's some ugly. I have seen some ugly old babies like, oh my God, they actually come out looking like that.
Oh, just
like they be chewing, look old, like Benjamin Button, like dang. I know this one child. She about 12 now. She finally looking like something. Ooh, that child was ugly. Like her mama looked cute. Her daddy looked like a jackass, but her mama looked cute, right? And he all look all right, But then you figure like you put them two together, they have a cute baby. The hell, that baby was butt ugly. Like they would dress her up and stuff. And is cute, but that baby was like, damn. And you always be like, everybody be like, oh, your outfit is so cute,
right?
But you couldn't say nothing to the baby.
Cute shoes. Where you get them shoes from?
Seriously, ugly. Like, damn. Like, it took 12 whole years, 12 years of slave, 12 years of ugliness. I swear to God, for her to finally look like something.
Because my thing is, first of all, I think that I have never in my that I have never, that's why I only got one. I've never seen a cute baby being born. I mean, my son, he came out looking like, I'm just like, Oh shoot! Listen, I was,
Mom was cute.
I ain't never. My son
I have to
looked.
give it to him.
Lord,
He was the only one.
son, I love you. Now he done grew into his looks. About 6 months, he was looking. I could claim him, but before then, I'm just like, I used to carry him like this, head up on the head. Head up under my shoulder. He be crying, be like, I'm burping him from his butt. Like,
I had one friend, and I was there when her child was born. That baby, I had never. This baby was beautiful. Now, when the air hit that little bastard, that's a whole other story. But in that hospital, that baby was gorgeous.
Listen, like I said, I ain't never. So that's why I'm like, I'm never quick to when people have babies and they be like, oh, let me show. I don't do newborn baby pictures. I'm sorry. Nobody's newborn baby pictures because, like I said, if I was able to be honest to say my son scared me, and that's why I ain't had no more kids. Listen, I couldn't go through that trauma again.
Nicole Watson said the way baby popped.
and now Gabrielle Union, she got to
sit there and rock that thing.
Hold it like this, Gabrielle. Just hold it and burp.
Just get you Gucci, baby.
Right. Don't even look at it when you see it. Just
rock it.
Be like, yes. This world gonna be a cruel place.
He got money. That's with money.
Your daddy is
money.
Your daddy is rich. Your mama was a husband, but your daddy is rich. But see, that's the karma that
karma's a mess.
You done sit up there, had that side, baby. Now you see. Woo, you guys. Okay, let me.
Okay.
But tonight, you guys, we're gonna go ahead on a trip. We about to get deep. Tonight, we're talking about unhealthy relationships.
Unhealthy relationship.
What is an unhealthy relationship, in your opinion, Eve? What is an unhealthy relationship?
My past ones. All of them. The one you hooked me up with, that was the unhealthy relationship.
Wait a minute. What is this? I'm sorry. Who? I don't.
Sorry, these little pubic hairs on these mics. This the win for you, but
that was somebody. It was a piece of weave hair. I had just been trying to ignore it, but no. But you said it's your past relationship that I don't want to take credit for that relationship. I really don't. I don't take credit for that relationship. So you got to use another example because I don't take credit for that. I hook people up that last. I know some people in the group that are hooked up and they still together. Y'all got to inbox me and let me know how it's going. 6 months to a year later, y'all got to let me know. That I'm not talking about you because I didn't hook you and yours up. I didn't hook y'all up, but we do hook people up, and you guys last because it's not on the physical attributes.
He called me crazy. I'm like, yeah, I pop some pills every now and again. I mean,
right.
They know that I got.
There's some people that have not been diagnosed that should be diagnosed. We just don't say it. But according to an online source, an unhealthy relationship is a relationship that just sucks the life, energy, and happiness out of a person. You just can't get right. You in a relationship just for the sake of saying you in a relationship. Honey, take your single papers and walk. You'd be better off just being single if you got to deal with this type of bull junkie. Being single is really not, especially if you're happy. If you're a happy single person. If you're a miserable single person, then chances are you're probably gonna be miserable being in a relationship anyway. Because if you can't make yourself happy,
ain't nobody else gonna make you happy.
How you gonna be happy in a relationship?
Ain't nobody else. We saw that you made yourself happy earlier this week, but nobody
really. I resent that. I
gonna make you happy.
I resent that. I struggle with risk issues from time to time. Now, can loving the wrong person be unhealthy?
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Yes.
Have you ever loved the wrong person?
Yeah. I think I loved the wrong person last week. I don't know. Yes, I done loved the wrong person. Nicole said, find her somebody. We got you, boo.
I can't, cause see, Nicole, she'll be like you trying to blame it on us that we done picked the wrong person. So no, Nicole, I ain't finna go. I ain't even finna go.
I might be switching sides next week, Nicole. I'll let you girl. I don't know. I don't know. I might be switching
But
teams next
have
week.
you guys ever loved the wrong person? And if so, what was that experience like? Like, what made them the wrong person? And how did you?
Have you loved the wrong person? And what was that experience like?
Yeah, absolutely. I've loved the wrong
Was it when
person.
you left the altar?
No, I didn't love. Oh, let me. I didn't love him. Like, I just wanted to get married, and I'm always like, I've always been honest about that. Like, I never said that I loved him. I just wanted to get married because at the time,
Probably crying right now watching
no,
the
he's
show.
not. At the time, people were just like, "Oh, when you gonna get married? When you gonna have more kids and this and that?" And this was at the time that I wanted to get married, and I did want to have more kids, way many many moons ago.
Yesterday.
No, that was not yesterday. No, it was many many moons ago that I wanted to have more kids. But the more time went by, I always said that I wasn't having any more kids.
So what happened with the guy
out
that
of
you
wedlock.
loved, that you loved and was the wrong one for you?
Well, yeah, he didn't love me. Yeah, like, and see, and that's the thing. It's just like he didn't love me. Like, he liked me, but he wasn't where I was, and so that was like, it was, it was crazy because it's like when you're in those type of situations, it's like you gotta kind of say when. You got to know when to say when. Like, if a person ain't meeting you, like, you constantly going, falling more for them, and they still just right there on balanced ground, you got to kind of watch that, because then it becomes a one-sided situation, and it's no longer a relationship. It's just one-sided. You feeling them,
but they're not feeling
and they not feeling you, or they cool on you. So it's like the relationship can go either way, and they okay. If y'all stay together, they good. If y'all break up, they good. So it is like, that's what you got to kind of watch and be mindful for. But that's some bull junkie right there. I'm gonna tell you, that is not a good feeling or a good situation to be in. So,
but I think though, when a person doesn't love you, it. You're just sticking around torturing yourself, but that this person does not love you one bit. Their actions are showing it. They're treating you like crap, whatever. And even if they're not treating you like crap, you can feel that they really don't love you. They're just tolerating you.
And the thing is, though, he treated me so great. That's the thing about it. It's like, it was no disrespect. It wasn't any crazy. And that's how I was able, I could see, I think it would have been easier had he been a butthole. Yeah. It would have been easy to walk away like, oh, okay, it wouldn't allow you to get to that point where you love them or you have feelings for them if he had been a butthole, but he wasn't. Yeah. So that's what kind of caused it to go longer than it should have, because he always treated me so well.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. So it's like, it don't have to be, a negative situation, and it doesn't have to be they're treating you bad just for it to be unhealthy. It's unhealthy when the feelings are not mutual at the same time. That's what I think that makes it unhealthy. And so I'm just like, whew. Shoot, I'm like, there's some bull junk right here. I'm like, call, check on you, make sure you're good. You need, hey, listen, just, and it sends mixed messages.
Where is he now?
I don't know.
You never went to go see?
No, I don't keep up with, I don't no, we haven't crossed paths, and it's been a long time ago. So I don't,
So what if he just happened to be watching the show right now and called in and was like, Jay?
I would, if he called and if his number was still the same, I wouldn't answer.
If he called the show and was like, Jay, I'm so sorry, I really would like you back.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. We can, and it's like, because it took if that was like that experience, you guys, I'm gonna tell you, that was like going through a drug rehab, like, and it's like, I realized, I'm like, I just really had strong feelings for you. I was really feeling you like that, not really in love, but it could have, had it went longer, it could have possibly led to that. But I took full responsibility for it because, I let it go on longer than it should have. So I took responsibility for it. But yeah, you got to definitely, you all govern yourselves accordingly, okay? Govern your heart, govern your thoughts, govern your minds, govern everything, govern your hoo-ha, govern your South Virginia, govern it accordingly. Because, hey, listen. Listen, it can be a little bit deeper on that other side when you're dealing with emotions. Now,
Homer says we get comfortable because we can't trust the process for the next person that could be the good one or the right one for us. Nicole Watson said, I never experienced that, but that would be hurtful.
my thing is this, through it all, I believe in taking time outs from relationships, and I believe in taking time outs from just dealing with people, period, until you feel that you're able to trust. Like, I don't like going into situations where I'm on edge. So it's like, if I'm in something, then I trust you completely until you show me that I can't. So I'm not holding on to old reservations. If I feel like I'm holding on to, oh, I want to get out, because then I'm still not healed. I'm still not fixed. I still need some things that I need to work on. If I'm still holding on and thinking that you gonna do what this person did or whatever, I need to bag out of this. And I have done that before. I've recognized where I'm like, okay, man, I'm sitting up here thinking that this is about to happen. I'm like, oh shoot, I thought I was over this bull junk, but I guess I'm not. I'm gonna have to fall back until I get myself together. So again, relationship timeouts are definitely helpful because you got to get your mind right. You got to get your mind right. Do you believe in relationship timeouts?
Yeah, I'll take me a break. I do. I'll take a break. I will take me a break and call it a day and then focus on whatever else I got to focus on. And then when I get my, you know what, I'm ready to be bothered now. I'm ready to be in a relationship and stuff. Let me go and see. And I might put myself back on a little dating site. If I go out, which I do enjoy going out from time to time, but I won't when I go out, I don't like to meet people going out, like going out to clubs, whatever.
Why not?
I don't think my husband is at a club.
Okay.
So I don't want to meet any man at a club. If I go to a club, I go to a club to dance, and that's
Right.
it, not to go meet anybody. So, and I've had friends that's tried.
Stress of an unhealthy relationship can cause a long-term activation of the brain's CTRA, contributing to chronic inflammation and increasing the risk of health problems like adrenal fatigue. So it's like, listen, start messing with your blood pressure. You start getting, some people get migraines because you're so stressed out. Your high cholesterol, all these different
Your winky
things.
won't work.
You're losing sleep, you're losing hair, just all kinds of things that can start affecting you mentally when you are in an unhealthy relationship. So you definitely want to kind of keep an eye on that, because again, it's like, man, if you ain't happy, man, why people just don't say that? Like, it's just not working for me. Like,
they may have said that though. Some people say that, and
but if there are no kids involved and you don't live together, why we just gotta go our separate ways. Like, if you're not happy, like, I don't feel like people are that honest enough to just say, you know what, I tried it and it's not working. I think I can respect that. I wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
But I can respect that. Respect it.
Homer Lyon says, confidence in yourself is more important. Knowing what you are worth and what you want is the key. So therefore, no one will be able to use or misuse you in the process of being loved.
So now, what causes some people to stay in unhealthy relationships?
Money.
That's it.
Sex. Sex be good. What? I just deal with it.
You know what? I think the biggest thing that's even bigger than that is people fear being alone.
Yeah.
People fear being alone.
They're used to this person. They're used to this person's attitudes, abuse, or whatever that this person is giving them, and they rather deal with that than dealing with themselves. I don't mind being alone.
Right. And it's like, because the older you get, I know some women that are, getting up in their late 30s, early 40s, and they don't have any kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, you can see that window if it has not already closed, it's just like, it's closing. And so it's like, now you kind of feel like, man, I got to get out here. I got to take whoever or whatever, because if I expect to have a kid or whatever, listen, I mean, I know some people may want to experience having a kid, but listen, there's so many kids out there in the foster care system and things like that. Hey, that may be an option. Or, like, if you can, get the, artificial something. But it's like, don't put yourself through being in a bad relationship or an unhealthy relationship just for the sake of saying that you have somebody, because if you really look at it, you still alone.
Yep. You just
You
got a
still
body
alone.
there
You
laying
just
next
got
to you.
somebody that's stressing you out, because there you still don't have that connection. Although they may be there physically, but they're not giving you what you need. You're not giving them what they need, and you guys are just not in sync. It's just not working. You're
That's
just
the same
going through the
thing
motion.
that Deron just said. Money, sex, fear of loneliness, and low self-esteem will keep people in bad relationships. And I know many people that they wanted the idea of being married and stuff, so they got married, and now that they're married, either STDs have transpired on reason why they're married or whatever, or they are still single. She's taking care of him, or I don't have no problem with him taking care of her, but she's taking care of him because he doesn't work or won't work or whatever. But she's just, you have females that are just happy with the idea of being married, and you have some men that are just happy with, this is the one that I finally got her. This is the one I want. Though she treats you like crap. And you'll take all this mistreatment because this is the one that you finally, wanted all this time or whatever. And you don't want to have, you don't feel like you deserve anybody else or no one else is good enough for you. But this one that mistreats you, you can handle that. You can deal with that.
And see, understanding the fact that no relationship is perfect. I mean, you're going to have your ups and your downs. You want to be with somebody that you going to get mad at today. Y'all going to be mad at each other. But at the end tomorrow, not even tomorrow, because don't go to bed mad at me. So we going to if we got to sit there and just look, we going to have to get over this. We're going to have to figure out how to get over this hump. But it's like, you got to be okay with being mad at each other, but not going out and say, okay, well, shoot, she that mad or he that mad. I hope they don't go out and cheat. That should never be an issue. I'm like, okay, well, she ain't talking to me or he not talking to me for the next few hours. You ignore me, but I'm expecting to get a text message from you. I'm sitting in the next room, but I'm expecting to get what you eating, what you want to eat, what we gonna eat tonight. We, kind of fading. I'm still mad at you, but I'm still gonna take care of you and make sure that you good. Exactly. Don't touch me, because I'm still mad at you. I'm just gonna lay like this, and I'm not gonna enjoy it. But you
can't be doing it with you. I don't want to do it when I'm mad. I don't want to do it when I'm mad. If we doing it and I'm mad at you, no, I want to do it. Makeup sex, yes, but I don't want to do it if I'm
mad. Why you got an attitude?
Yeah. You can get the attitude about me, but no, I don't even want you to. I'm ticked, No, you can't do nothing with me. No, don't try to eat my monkey. No, leave me alone. I may smile a little bit, but that ain't gonna make me
be like
better.
Go move now. Move, okay, well, move to the left. Okay, no. okay. I ain't mad no more.
My behind be like, what them pockets do? What that wallet say?
Like, okay, I'm not mad no more. I'm not mad no more. I'm not
mad no more. Now you said I can use your credit card. Now I love you. I ain't mad no more.
Like the swipe of this card has made everything better.
Hello, we are all together.
What was we mad about? I don't even know. Listen, well, a cup of coffee. Listen, I'm telling you, will definitely do wonders for you. But
you have older people though, and I do, and they had mentioned it in the feed. People get settling. You have older people, and I know older couples that they're together with one another. And they're just there because they don't want to start over. They're so used to being with this person. This person has mistreated them for 30 years plus or whatever. And they refuse to. And though they know that this person is being, has mistreated them, they still can't see themselves starting over with someone new.
And it's like, because you've put so much time into building it. And it's like, if you're at that point in your relationship, that's why I say go talk to somebody. Like, I mean, because if you still got that much in you to stay together, let somebody go and try to, fix it. Because the older you get, people do get stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
So let's go and try to help somebody to get us unstuck out of our ways. And let's see if we can bring back a little peace and a little happiness. And I think that a lot of that happens because People get stuck into the same routine. Like you don't do anything different. You mad at work, you come home, you're mad at home because you're not doing anything. There are no more date nights, there are no more movie nights, there are no more vacations, there are no more trips. Or if there were ever any trips, you got to do something different. Like you got the same look, he looking the same way. You wearing that tired car wash jumpsuit since 1975. It's time to switch it up, my love. It's time. You've been wearing that same old generic cologne. Listen, it's time to do something different. You've been wearing that same old raggedy wig that's twisted, that got the little stuff growing at the back. Listen, it's time to do something different. You've been wearing that same stinky perfume. Ooh, that smell like mothballs. It's making him nauseous because he can't take it no more. You got to do a little something a little different.
You don't like the perfume?
No, I don't.
You don't like
No. You wearing ugly pants, complaining about your panties. Your panties is ugly. Your drawers got a big hole in it. You just stop caring.
That's just a little air conditioner. You
stop caring about your appearance. You stop caring about different things. That could be a reason why y'all not liking each other. You're not fun. You're old coot. You're just an old, grumpy old fart.
You done got old, basically.
You just an old person. You stuck up in somebody's system full of air. Just take a lactate, pill or something. Just release. Something. You got to just release all that bull junkie. You're full of it. Just full of that. Just
full of it.
Release yourself.
Release.
Is being in an unhealthy relationship, could that be a learned behavior?
I think sometimes, because you watch your parents and they may be in an unhealthy relationship, and so you'll get into one just to say that you're with somebody and you don't want to be alone. So you saw your mama deal with it, or you saw your father deal with it.
And you think it's right. You think it's right to be unhappy. You think it's right to come in complaining all the time. You think it's right to argue all the time because that's what your norm has been. And that's why I tell people all the time, like, you got to kind of talk about that. Like, what was your childhood like growing up? What type of relationship did your parents have? What type of relationships have you saw? Your ideal of healthy versus my ideal of healthy may be totally different. You may have never seen a healthy relationship, and they may come from just everything was all perfect, all bed of roses, things like that. So when you have those type of people that come together, that can be a real big clash because you guys can't relate to each other relationship wise, because the way you guys deal with things are different. If you're in a situation like that, I highly suggest talking to a marriage counselor or a relationship counselor so that they can help you figure out like how to make your foundation smooth, how to make it whereas you guys can compromise so you can kind of see why they think the way that they do and they make the certain decisions and make the certain moves that they make in relationships, because a lot of times it may not have anything to personally do with you. They're making moves based upon what has been learned. Like I thought about the Michelle A story and how she stuck it out with Dr. Dre. He was beating the brakes. I mean, he was beating the chrome brakes off her. And her people saw it. Like her mom and her grandmother, they telling her go back.
That's the crazy.
They're telling her to go back because he's just a man. No, this is before he was big time.
Really?
He's just a man. That's what they do, honey. They fixing and stitching her up and all this other stuff, and they sending her back. He don't mean it. He's just going through a lot. He's trying to get his relationship. He's trying to get everything situated. We have a call. Go ahead. Hi, thank you for calling the J Spot. This is Jay. State your name and where you're calling from.
Oh, I'm the guy, and I'm from Chicago.
You the guy?
And my name's the guy.
Hi, the guy.
All right. First of all, I want to let you guys know that I truly enjoy listening to you two. do y'all thing over here.
Thank
And
you.
it's a beautiful thing to see you two queens fresh y'all stuff about, the things that's going on in the African American community as far as relationship goes and problems. But my thing as far as how this relationship really works, I think the issue at hand is the fact that I believe people see what relationships is going on outside and they try to compare themselves with. So then, therefore, they think what everyone else is doing is the right thing for them. You have to take the time out to see what's truly right for yourself. If you're used to that, if you're comfortable with whatever's going on, then that's what you need to seek out and try to get. But if you're going to settle for something that you ain't never dealt with before, then yeah, it's going to be an issue.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you know what? Sometimes when you get comfortable, just because you're comfortable with something, that doesn't always mean that that's the right place to be. It's just that you've gotten comfortable. It don't mean that it's right.
Exactly.
Okay.
And see, yeah, of course. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. We watching television, we watching our friends and watching everyone else do what they got going on. And then another thing, the way I believe, and I know for a fact that's how the devil works, is that not everybody is worthy to hear what's going on with you. So
Absolutely.
You can't share your business. You cannot share your business with everybody else.
No, you sure
because
can.
their opinions is not going to be healthy for you. So therefore, you need to surround yourself with those that's on the same level with you. So that if I want to talk about my girlfriend, my wife, my this, if she want to talk about her guy, her thing, her this and that, they can all be on somewhat of the same page to actually give you the best righteous answer, not just the answer. Because not every man deserves for their window to be bust out, just like not every woman deserves to get their head cracked. but on the other hand, of positivity, if we are all trying to at least be righteous. Hey man, who you talking to? Man, I'm talking to my side chick. I don't condone that, but therefore you might want to tell her to back. Oh girl, who you talking to? Well, I'm talking to my dip. Well, hey, girl, your man been trying to do the right thing, but you giving too much time to the dip. You might want to ignore the dip a little bit and give the man a little bit more time. That's righteous answers. That don't mean that I condone what you do, but I am that listening ear as the guy that want to tell you something that could be positive to move you forward.
Well, thank you so much, the guy, for calling in. We really appreciate your comments and your support. Thank you so much.
Man, I appreciate you guys. You keep a good job, Queen.
Thank you. That was a very, very good point, and it's coming from a man. So, listen, we definitely have to do what we have to do to get it together, to stay together. So, what are some signs, though, of an unhealthy relationship? What are some signs that you could be in an unhealthy relationship?
Lack of communication constantly. I think negative wording and stuff, being put down constantly. Their winkies don't work.
That sex is definitely a big one. It's a definitely.
If y'all are screwing, your monkey don't work for him, and your winky walk ain't working for her. She ain't the one. He ain't the one for you.
Being sexually compatible is so important, and it's so key to definitely having a healthy relationship. Now, according to an online source, here are some signs that your relationship may be unhealthy. First is controlling. Your partner wants to control who you be and what you do. The loss of emotional intimacy. Y'all just not connecting and vibing each other like you once were. Lack of communication. One partner or the other doesn't feel secure in expressing their feelings or self-doubts. Criticism and ridicule. Everything is always something about you. They always got something slick and negative to say about you. To you, it's just never any words of affirmation, never anything positive. It's just always something critical, like, dang, do you even like me?
I like it when you be quiet and we can go ahead and do.
You constantly arguing. Arguing has replaced normal communication, and it's just your way of talking to each other. Listen, I get even tired. Look, I don't even want to hear all this bull junk. So go ahead on somewhere.
Deron says when you sit in the driveway for 20 minutes before going in the house.
Yeah. That's really, you there
contemplating, golly, do I
want to go in here? Yeah.
I gotta go in because I live here, but dang, I don't feel like being. But hopefully she's asleep, but he's asleep. They ain't turn out that light yet. Damn.
Really like, dang. And that goes to my next point. Someone is always unhappy. The other one is the relationship is one-sided. You're in a relationship while they're doing their own thing. Everybody doing their own thing, but yet we still together.
Exactly.
The relationship gets physical. Y'all fighting. Now, let me just say this. If you are in a relationship and y'all fighting, it's time to go. Like, it's just, it ain't no, I don't think that there's any ifs, ands, and buts about it until there is some help in that situation. I just don't see saying go back the next day and, and see if he crack you in the right eye, or if she pull a knife on you this day. I just don't see telling somebody to do that. So again, each situation is different. Govern yourselves accordingly and let the church say amen. But I personally just don't condone, going back and telling people to stay in those type of situations. But I know it's so many variables, especially when kids and stuff are involved. So, move accordingly.
Deron said when you hate your job and you volunteer for overtime anyway.
Right. And you still go there. You still go to collect the check. But it's like, I thought about that. When you're thinking about the job that you hate, a lot of times if you can change the way you think about it, that could help. But at the end of the day, you only there 8 hours versus being in this relationship or this marriage, and it's like, okay, you have legal ties that bind that you can't really just say, okay, you know what, I can go find another job.
Or y'all in this dang house together, y'all ain't even married, y'all shacking, and you just stuck. You can't stand looking at this person. And I've been in that situation. Like, I looked over and like, oh, damn, I can't stand you. And I said it. Like, I just can't stand your ass. And I said it like, it's like, what? I don't like you. I can't stand you. And it's hard for me to, bite my tongue. Even when I was younger, it was hard for me to bite my tongue. And now it's just even worse. I'm not going to shack up with you. I don't like you. I'm going to tell you to your face that I don't like you. Get out. I'm going to use some other words, very colorful words. It's going to tell you to get the F up out of my face because I can't stand you.
Let them use you.
We can get an offering, please.
Yes, we can.
Cash at the Jaye Spot 2018.
Yes. Please. Offering. And thank you. Yes. But now listen, that was the online source. Their signs. I got a few signs of myself. I got a few signs that I want to throw out there, because listen, these online sources, a lot of times they can, tend to give the political answers. But I'm going to give some answers that we see every single day.
Every day.
Piggyback on what you said, E. The relationship is stuck. Y'all are just going through the motions just to be able to say you in a relationship. You playing her, she using you. Listen, it's probably time to move around. Your people don't like him or her. Now, this is kind of what the caller was saying, but I kind of want to dig a little deeper into that. Now, it depends, because sometimes people see something in other people that we don't. So you got to determine who's the hater versus the person that's really trying to give you some real life insight on who you dealing with. Because sometimes we can be so in love, or we can be so thang whipped, or so hoo-ha whipped, we can't see who that person really is. But it's somebody that's in your circle that they can see exactly who that person is. They can tell, okay, man, you don't see how she is out here in all these dude faces. She may have a tendency to cheat, or you can't see how quick his temper is. He could have a tendency to be violent and, put your head through the wall. So if people are giving you tips and trying to open your eyes to see things like that, pay attention.
Exactly. But people don't want to. You have people. I had someone tell me maybe I want to bump my head, and I was like, what? They had waited to, they finally got married. They got married. She waited her whole life, was a virgin, got married, and I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, something ain't right. Something ain't right. And he would be inboxing me, talking about how he wanted to tap this, and I'm like, dude, If my husband knew what you was sending me in my inbox, he would choke the hell up out of you. I'm good on this. And he's, and when I finally came to her and told her what was going on, nope, I'm lying. I'm making it all up. But you caught an STD from your husband, and you ain't been with nobody else.
Yeah.
So
see?
how am I lying?
and it's just like, because that type of truth right there, people really don't want to hear that type of truth.
They rather you lie to them.
Yeah. Yep. You would rather hear you would rather have somebody to come to you. You would rather have that hater in your ear opposed to that person that's giving you the real on who it is that you're dealing with. So kind of it's up to you to decipher who's saying what. But I'm not saying don't listen to everybody. Don't listen to people, because people do have a little bit more insight because they on the outside looking in, and they tend to see things that you don't see, especially when you all in that in love phase. Ooh, it's a lot of stuff that you can miss during that in love phase. So just kind of,
honey iced tea you filling yourself up with.
Man, it's
love
so
make you blind to just the bull. You accept so much bull because you quote unquote in love. Take your in love glasses off so you can see clearly. Like, wait a minute.
Let me see this bull junkie for what it is.
Hello,
because it's some bull junk going on up and through here. It's some bull junk, so just gonna say it.
Exactly.
You don't like or respect each other anymore. Y'all just don't like each other. You don't want to be in each other's presence. You don't want to be around each other. It's just like you say, you sit in the car for 20 minutes, like, dang, I don't even want to go upstairs. Like, I can't, how much longer do I have to do this?
And I think at that point, when you both know that I can't stand you, you can't stand me, you just really just do not like one another, tell each other so y'all can break up and be happy with somebody else.
Well, I think that I'm about fixing things. So if we like that, let's try to see if we can talk to before trying to. Leaving is the last resort for me, unless it's physical. Like, we find, okay, listen, we don't like
dump you.
I'm
a firm believer in breaking up with you and keeping it moving. And I will hook you up with one of my friends and if that works better for you. I'm okay with that. I will dump yourass.com. I believe in that.
Well, I'm gonna fix it.com. Like, I believe in people staying together. Like, I believe that, if both people want it to work and they're willing to put in the work, then I believe that it can be fixed. I believe that it can be saved. But if you in this one-sided bull junkie, then it's basically time to call throw the cards in and just say, we've given this our best run. But I don't like that. I don't like that saying. I don't like that phase. And I really think that phase can be avoided, but that's just me personally.
Thatass.com.
And I'm going to help you stay together.com. We're going to love on each other. Loving each other for life. I'm going to give you a big old bottle of oil
so you can love all over yourself.
We're going to be loving each other for life. Oh, y'all remember that song? Loving each other. Okay. But you guys, listen, we're going to have a few of these tips and scenarios posted on our page. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend, you guys. Thank you so much. Peace out. Peace out.
You didn't take our picture, Mr.
Good night.
Thank you for hitting the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.